Good afternoon, my friends, and welcome to another Taco Tuesday on this Groundhog Day. So because it is Groundhog Day, I have decided to repeat one of the taquerias that we've gone to. So I am here in the shadow of Mount Louisville. Beautiful, isn't it? Circling birds. Fantastic. But I'm here at Ale Tacos. And for another round of Pastor, I gotta tell you, it even smells better than most other places. This was, if you recall, on one of my, this was a peak experience, a peak Pastor experience for me, along with Martinez Grill. For those of you who have would like a master list, here are the top three: Ale Tacos, Martinez Grill, and Taqueria. And it used to be my favorite of favorites, and I'm not sure I can say that about it anymore. I'm going to have to try it again on my own and report back. But Taqueria La Esperanza up on Justin Road used to be like my favorite place to go. But it may be slipping on me. At any rate, I've got some things to talk about. So I'm going to get to this here taco, and I'm going to do some work. I'll be right back. Well, my friends, the verdict is in. Those are the best Pastor tacos that you will have. I really think, and maybe I should try some of my other top contenders again, but it doesn't even feel like a competition anymore. They're amazing. I got the rice and beans this time. The beans are good. I got the refried. The refried beans are good. The rice is a little wet, which is not my thing in Mexican rice. I want it to be super dry and fluffy. So I guess they don't do something great, but why would you even bother eating rice and beans when you can have those Pastor tacos? That's like going to a Brazilian churrascaria and eating a bunch of rolls instead of boundless amounts of meat. It would just be silly. So, go to Ale Tacos. It's on the far side of 3040, across the highway. I don't know what it's called. It might be called Hebron Parkway. You know how things change names around here. I think it's Hebron Parkway at this point. At any rate, Groundhog Day. Here we are. Things happen over and over and over again, which has indeed been our life to some extent for the past year or so. Well, just a little less than a year. There's an upside and downside to that, right? There is the boredom that comes with sort of having your life hedged in a little bit. But there are upsides, distinct upsides. Actually, take the movie Groundhog Day, for instance. Bill Murray goes through what essentially everybody in America, around the world, went through, which is like this big time energy for the change, and then straight out depression. So here comes summer, here comes depression, and then he just tried to make the best of it. He perfected the day, and he ends up helping along a lot of people along the way. And that's the upside to sort of the Groundhog Day of life, because every day can be sort of boring. Go through the motions of what you do all the time, especially maybe if you're retired or if you have young kids. It can be a grind, but there's opportunity for some beauty in the midst of all of that. One is that you get a chance to make the little tweaks, right? So it's an invitation to reflection, because you're doing the same thing all the time. So it's inviting you into that thing to see how you can do it better or be more thoughtful about it. The second is that, and I think maybe this is I call it a second half of life understanding. But when you're young, I guess you look forward to every new opportunity, and there's always something to look forward to, right? So when you're a young teenager, you're looking forward to getting your driver's license or graduating, maybe going to college. Then when you're in college, you're looking forward to finding a mate, if that's your thing, right? Or you're looking forward to graduating from college then, right? It's a short period of time, and then maybe you're going to grad school, so there's always something on the horizon, right? Whether that's marriage or kids or career. And at some point, those things start, like that peak starts to sort of level off of like the big ticket items. And then we're left with, you know, a life that isn't like these big explosion celebrations sort of studying our way. It's just the regular everyday stuff. A professor of mine, Craig Barnes, he's the president of Princeton Theological Seminary now, but he was a professor at PTS, Pittsburgh Theological Seminary, when I was there. And he used to tell us, he used to talk a lot about sort of the mundane, and I don't know that I really understood it then. And he used to talk about how God delights in the rising of the sun, that God is so tickled by it, right? So that every morning, God says, do it again, right? Do that again. Which is a delightful thought. And it's true. We have Colleen's brother and my sister-in-law and our niece live in a little town in West Virginia called Thomas. It's in the Canaan Valley, and we get to go there. Well, we didn't get to go there this year, but we go there at least once a year to see them when we make our trek back up north. And a couple of times ago, they introduced us to a local artist whose name is Seth, and he's got a studio there, and it's awesome, and I love his drawings. We have a couple of his pieces in our house, and one of them that has resonated with Colleen and I both is this one. I'll show you a picture. And it says something along the lines of, and of course, to everyone else, it seemed terribly ordinary, but Zoe could never get over her ecstatic joy at watching something grow. I love that sentiment. And I think I love it all the more as I get older and appreciate sort of those day-to-day moments. But watching something grow is it's a Groundhog's Day moment, right? The things are always growing. It's normal. It's ordinary. Going to the same taco place twice in the shadow of Mount Louisville is an ordinary experience. And so I hope that today, as we continue to sort of struggle through this Groundhog Day of a season for all of us, that you'll pay attention to the small things. And I hope that they bring you ecstatic joy. The same sort of delight that crosses God's face when he tells the sun to do it again. And I hope that you'll take opportunities to reflect upon the things that you do every single day and look for ways that you might delight God by your choosing to choose the good and do the good, because God has prepared for that to be your way of life. So this Groundhog Day and every day, grace and peace to you, my friends. We'll catch you next time.